We're 10 years old. And we have a lot to be proud of. Because what we're trying to do is almost impossible. Growing and sustaining a viable alternative in a system that is designed to make it impossible to do so. We have worked so hard, year in and year out, many people in this room, many people who are not here today, organizing town caucuses, working for our candidates, fighting for our issues, losing elections, winning elections, and refusing to give up. We are under attack in Burlington, but we will figure out how to come out on top there, as we always have, with hard work and perseverance. We've come a long way, but we have a long way to go. And that's kind of my theme today. The opportunities to grow are imminent and large, but we're going to have to work harder, give more money, be even smarter in order to take the next leap forward. But right now, I want to take a moment to show you how far we've come. Not because I say so, because I'll always talk about that, but because we've been noticed around the country. I know many of you have seen various ones of these national mentions on the internet and whatever, but we deserve to pat ourselves on the back for a few minutes, and so I'm just going to read you, starting with what Wikipedia has to say about us. The Vermont Progressive Party is an American political party. It was founded in 1999 and is active only in the United States state of Vermont. In terms, this is the good part, in terms of the dominant two parties in the United States, it enjoys support from traditional liberal Democrats and working class Republicans. It now has 6 representatives in the Vermont legislature, making it the only third party in the U.S. to have more than one state legislative seat. There are other progressive parties around the country, called progressive parties: Wisconsin, Washington State, Arizona, Minnesota, New Hampshire, and Oregon. And in a paper presented at the annual meeting of the Midwest Political Science Association, this paper that was presented, they said the Vermont Progressive Party is unique among third parties for its growth and stability. And in May of last year, David Sirota, writing on the Huffington Post, said, Vermont, you may remember, has one of the most powerful third parties in recent American history, the Progressive Party. It controls seats in the state legislature and on the Burlington City Council, among others. Progressive members now come from around the state, representing 7 of Vermont's 14 counties. The biggest inroads are among the working class and poor in depressed rural areas. These are voters who have traditionally voted Republican, but who are suffering economically and are increasingly open to populist politics. And my favorite, maybe, is on the Truth Dig website in a piece titled Vermont Leads the Way for Progressives by Chris Hedges. The website of the Vermont Progressive Party, with its moose silhouette as its party symbol, looks like something put together by a bunch of Eagle Scouts trying to earn a merit badge. One of its party stalwarts, State Representative David Zuckerman, could not be reached during the day because he was tending his 16 acres of organic vegetable fields. And the party's populist message in the age of corporate money and slick campaign slogans seems lifted from the era of Eugene Debs. Yes. But the party is slowly succeeding at a time when other progressive movements are failing. And maybe, just maybe, this movement in Vermont signals a crack in the political landscape that could allow American progressives to rise from the dead. Here is a political party founded in 1999 which really does not take any corporate funds and refuses to discuss any potential health care solution but a single-payer, not-for-profit system. Here is an anti-corporate party that seeks legislation to protect small business. Here is a party that demands workers be paid a living wage. Here is a party that calls for state investment in renewable energy. Here is a party that condemns the two brand name parties because they act in concert to serve the same corporate interests by taking the most important issues off the table and preventing discussion of issues important to most Vermonters: health care for all, property tax reform, energy independence. The progressive candidates, one of whom is making a credible run for governor, seek to represent the interests of the working class. What a novel idea. Our hope lies in first capturing seats on city councils and town boards. Our hope lies in building a party from the bottom up. We will have to be patient. It will take time, but it might work. And that is why, in some ways, the campaign for Vermont governor, which pits the progressive candidate Anthony Polina, a community organizer, against Democrat Gay Symington and third-term Republican incumbent Governor Jim Douglas, is one of the most important races in the country. I know it sometimes seems like we're not getting very far very fast, particularly those of us who think we should be making 2-year leaps every 2 years. But major change isn't going to be accomplished like this in 2 years or 10 years. Now let's get back to work.